Today we will discuss redox titration, that redox titration between KMnO4 and oxalic acid. Now here oxalic acid, that is impure sample, we will find the percentage purity of that oxalic acid sample, and that is one question, and another one, that water of crystallization of oxalic acid, how to find the water of crystallization of oxalic acid. So sample given, that KMnO4 3.5 gram per liter and oxalic acid 6.5 gram per liter. That one impure sample, you have to find its percentage purity of that oxalic acid. Now today we will mainly discuss that calculation part. In that titration, that concordant reading, that means we will take that KMnO4 in burette. So burette reading, out of that 3 reading, 2 reading must be same, that is called concordant reading. In ISC, that practical example, you have to write the concordant reading. Concordant reading means that 2 value, that one same, that value you have to use for that calculation, that is called concordant reading. So let that concordant reading 18 ml. Concordant reading 18 ml. So in calculation, first we have to find that molarity of KMnO4. Now strength is given 3.5 gram per liter. So strength divided by that molecular weight, we will get molarity. So first, molarity of KMnO4, that strength, that 3.5 gram per liter, strength divided by its molecular weight 158, that one say 0.0221 molar, molarity of KMnO4. Now to find that molarity of oxalic acid, we have to use one formula. That formula you have to remember, that M1V1 of KMnO4 by M2V2 of that oxalic acid equal to 2 by 5. Now remember this formula, because mainly student not remember this formula and just do the opposite one, the whole calculation that become wrong. So try to remember this formula, because it will be not given in that your board that question paper. You have to remember, only that ionic equation will be given in the question paper. You have to remember this formula. So say M1V1 of KMnO4, that is molarity into volume of KMnO4, by M2V2 of oxalic acid, that equal to 2 by 5. Now molarity we already calculated 0.0221. Now volume means that concordant reading 18, concordant reading, that will be the volume of KMnO4. Now that molarity of oxalic acid, that is unknown, that we have to find out that M2, and that volume of oxalic acid, that is pipette reading. Here we take that 20 ml pipette, so into 20, that equal to 2 by 5. So when we solve this equation, we will get molarity of oxalic acid. So 0.0221 into 18 by M2 into 20 equal to 2 by 5. So M2 equal to, it will be 0.0497. That means molarity of oxalic acid, that is 0.0497 molar. Now that molarity into molecular weight, we will get that strength. Next, strength. Achha, that one pure, that strength which we get by the calculation, that one is pure, and whatever given in that question, that is impure. Pure by impure into 100, we will get that percentage purity. So strength of oxalic acid, that molarity into molecular weight. Now molecular weight of oxalic acid is 126, so we will get 6.26 gram per liter. Now remember one thing, molarity you have to calculate up to 4 decimal place. All these instructions given in that practical question, go through that question properly. According to instruction you have to write the answer. So all that molarity, see, that's why I calculate up to 4 decimal place. Molarity you have to calculate up to 4 decimal place. So 6.26. Now see, so that one strength of that pure sample, remember this value, it should be less than that given value. Now in our given sample case, it is 6.5 gram per liter oxalic acid, that solution given, that impure one, that strength given 6.5 gram per liter. So that calculated value of that strength, it should be less, otherwise that percentage purity will be more than 100%. So remember these things, this value should be less than that given strength. Given strength 6.5, here we get 6.26, that means okay, that titration is correct. So next, percentage purity. Now pure by impure into 100, so 6.26 by sample given 6.5 into 100, so percentage purity 96.3%. that is one calculation. Some year they ask that percentage purity, in some year they ask water of crystallization. So next, how we will calculate that water of crystallization of oxalic acid. Up to that molarity calculation, that means molarity of oxalic acid, up to this same like that previous calculation, that percentage purity. So molarity of oxalic acid, we get 0.0497. Molarity of oxalic acid, you get that 0.0497. Now 90 plus 18x equal to that given strength of oxalic acid is 6.5 divided by that molarity, because strength by that molarity, that is molecular weight, and in that left hand side 90 plus 18x, because see, oxalic acid COOH bond COOH dot XH2, that X value we have to calculate, that X value COOH bond COOH dot X. That's why I say that oxalic acid COOH, that anhydrous oxalic acid, its molecular weight 90. Anhydrous oxalic acid molecular weight 90. Now X number of water, that's why 18x. 90 plus 18x. Anhydrous oxalic acid 90 and that X number of water of crystallization 18x. So that equal to given strength, that 6.5, that one is given strength. Okay, it will be given in that question, and that 0.0497, that is calculated molarity of that oxalic acid. That from that titration we get that value, that molarity value of oxalic acid. So when we solve this equation, we will get that water of crystallization. So this one, see, 130.78, that means 18x or 18x equal to 40.78, so x equal to 2.626, that is nearly 2. So therefore water of crystallization is 2. That calculation part is important, try to learn it properly. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel to get more chemistry related video.